Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here and show you exactly what I'm growing. I hope you're growing vegetables because we still have to eat. I have a cucumber right there that's going to be growing on this mesh ladder. And then there's a tomato that I use a fresh tomato, just sliced it open and placed it in the ground. Well, I thin them out, and so that's growing. I'm not sure if it's a determinate or non-determinate. I'm not sure what kind of tomato it is, but I guess that's the fun of it. I have the lettuce that I grew from scraps in there, and then there are other lettuce growing right next to it. This is a very dark basil that I planted and thought that it'll look really cute, pretty. Also will help, I guess, with the flavoring of the tomato. And I planted basil on this end as well. So they're gonna take off. They love the heat. I did plant peppers, but I should have planted those. I'm a little bit behind, maybe about a month or two behind. I could have had them started in the house and then brought them out, and they would have been a lot bigger than this. And they're kind of slow growing to me compared to the tomato, but they're gonna have to grow anyway. So here is my okra in this bed. I have okra elsewhere in other beds in the landscape. And so I planted that. Then there's one little chive right there that's growing. Let me see if I can point that out for you. Right there. Next to some more lettuce that's coming up from the scrap. So I'm growing some greens that I used to eat in Africa. And like this is a huckleberry, or it's called a yama yama. I think that's how it's called. But yeah, I just wanted to get greens in here that were packed with nutrition and be able to grow them and eat them from my garden. So I am looking forward to that. And also there's some eggplants in here as well. They're a bit slow growing, but now this mess right here, I packed in a lot of pumpkin seeds and my watermelon right here. I didn't think they were going to take off like they did, but I didn't think they were going to germinate. So yeah, I'm going to have to thin out. Sometimes I like to leave them crowded in here because it helps to retain the moisture in the soil, especially when we start hitting 95 degrees. Once I water, it's not evaporating as quickly. But the bad side to that is they could have powdery mildew. So when you have powdery mildew, it's hard to combat, once it gets started. So I'll have to keep an eye on that to make sure that doesn't happen, and pull out plants and make sure things are aired. One thing that I haven't done, these leaves are edible, believe it or not. I've never had them, but people actually eat them. So I might try to see if I can saute, and I'll let you guys know what I think. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully it's good. I'm thinking it might be, though. Never know. Same thing with the melons. I might have to thin those out as well. They're gonna run along here, so they'll have some space to just, roam free. So let me show you my other bed, and hold on, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so here's the other bed, and I have zucchini and tomato, snapdragon, because I believe in planting flowers with your veggies. Some more tomato, and these little babies here are collard greens. They're coming up really nicely. And that is asparagus. I love asparagus. Have you ever had them in the garden? Like just pick them and eat them? Oh my gosh, it's the most delicious thing ever. I promise you, it is so good. And this one is a yellow squash. I think it's called crooked neck or crook neck squash. So yeah, I have that coming up. And then, sorry about the noise. The tomatoes are on the sides of the beds. What I'm going to do is put stakes on them and let them spill outside of the bed. But I do have some flowers in here that are going to grow and just kind of help protect from bugs. Let me show you my beans. So in this bed, this is my flower bed that's right next to the veggie over here. In this bed, I have my beans growing, and I'm gonna let them just grow up this trellis, but they're on both sides, and hopefully that looks really good. But so far my sunflowers are in here, Sweet Williams, I have a Zulu Prince daisy, and of course you guys know how I love my snapdragons. And so I have a lot of flowers just put in here. Some of these are overage from some of the other pots that I had, you know, when I was planting them out. Just the extra stuff that I didn't have anywhere to put, so I just placed them in here. And already those look like they're about to start flowering. Really, they're supposed to be taller, so you know, they've been in the pot way too long. But you can't have a perfect garden, so I'm not worried about it. Hold on, let me show you the corn and the other okra. Before we get to the okra, I wanted to show you this little bit right here. That's my pepper. I love this Scotch bonnet pepper. Yes, the heat is terribly hot, very hot, but the flavor is amazing. Once you get past all the heat, the flavor that it gives is awesome. So I am looking forward to them. I have 4 plants that I got from my mom. Thank you, Mom. And she blessed me with them. So I'm going to be planting them out. And if this doesn't work, then I'm going to her house to pick on her tree, because she has an amazing green thumb. She grows these really well. But yeah, hold on. Let's go to the okra now. Okay, so this is the bed that is not that pretty. It's in ground, but I have my corn. See them coming up? Yes, yes. And I have okra. And then, guys, I did it again. I did it again. I planted too many, and I think these are like winter squash or candied squash or something like that. But yeah, I kind of did that. So they have tons of room to roam, but I will have to watch them as well. But that's what I'm growing. I hope you guys are growing. Let me know, okay? And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.